Aquarius, how you doing, guys? So welcome to your first welcome to your 1st and to your 15th of November. How you doing, Aquarius? So if you want to check out the recommended reader for this week is Beauty Soul Tarot for these 2 weeks. Beauty Soul Tarot, and you can find her channel description and along with some others in my description box. So if you want to follow those, please pay it forward and go over and say hi, how you doing? I really would appreciate that, Aquarius. So let's see. So Aquarius. Also, if you want to follow my new channel called Everything, it's an old channel, but there will be new stuff that's implemented over there to do with music production, when my equipment turns up, vlogging, comedy, all that kind of thing. And it's called Everything, and you can follow that if you want to. You can find it in the description box and also on the discussion page. So let's see. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st until the 15th of November. Show me Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. From the 1st until the 15th of November. Aquarius, what's Aquarius got going on? Thank you. So the first card out is fresh today for sale, selling up, selling out, moving on or something, selling up or selling out. This is someone that's going to give you a handout with something to do with finances as well. Someone's trying to give you like support, someone's trying to support you in something. So this might be a business idea that you've got, or it's just a 9 to 5 working, but it's a fresh idea. So if you look at it within your partner, there's something, I keep hearing like selling out, something selling out or selling up, selling up. So it might be that someone's selling up a property or something, selling up a property. But the Queen of Coins, like feeling homely, feeling like wanting to be at home, feeling relaxed, feeling joyful, happy. Let's see. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So that's good. I think that it's more concentrating on work, to feel, like just feeling generally feeling relaxed and at home. I keep feeling at home, at home. I think home is a big importance, Aquarius. There you go. So taking a giant leap for mankind. So you've got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. So there's something that someone needs to take a step. It's like the first step. Okay, some of you, it could be your children, but a first step for mankind. This is trying to, someone's daring. It's like, I dare you as well. It's like, who dares wins. So it's like trying to win someone over or trying to win someone's affection, because it's like, who dares win? Someone's taken a giant leap, okay, and they're daring to do something. So there's like a daring. It's a bit like a move, a financial move. It's like, who dares win? So it's like a competition prize winner. So you might have a prize winning idea, or something about something that's selling and a prize-winning idea that you're trying to implement. If it's family, it's like someone needs to take the first step first. It's kind of like it's there, but someone needs to take this first step. Okay, so it's also to do with business is what I'm picking up, at the first step. A child might have left your home as well. Like if you're homely and you're a mother, a child might be taking their first steps, but they might be taking their first approach towards their own home. It's like, it might be a mortgage broker or company. It's about owning your own business or owning your own home or something. But I'm not kind of feeling around the love factor at the moment, but we'll see. But it might be something to do with like moving department stores or department. You might be asked to move a department store, so you might have more responsibility at work also. And you probably work with like public or vegetables or something. but taking the first step that there needs to be, it's kind of like location to location. I'm going from work to home, but also I'm picking up like children are taking their first steps. So it's either like real young children, or it's like your child's just left home or something, leaving home, like leaving home for Christmas as well. But this might be like a who dares wins. It's like the relationship factor is there, but it's like there's a daring energy of like transportation of going between you and your partner's home as well. If you are at distance, there's some kind of like having to go between one home and another home. So I'm picking up some of you might be fearing to be homeless, like homeless. That energy is around of like feeling about being homeless, not left out. It's kind of like, I'm picking up like a left out feeling. Like I feel left out. I feel like I'm going between one and another, but I seem to feel where I'm at, like it's like a lonely feeling is what I'm kind of like. For some of you, estranged, stranger things. There are stranger things going on. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st until the 15th of November. Show me Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st until the 15th of November. I'm picking up a lot of this is someone that's leaving one home to go to another. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Wow, so you've got Sagittarius, Aries or Leo. So you've got 2 fire signs. Sometimes this is Sagittarius to me, but this is the limelight, trying to get the limelight, trying to feel optimistic about moving. So the relationship is in good standing. If you're in a good, healthy relationship, this is in good standing because you're feeling optimistic about it. But someone gets the limelight. It's like the centre of attention. So it's like you're now getting the centre of attention. It's like it's coming to you. It's coming. This person, if you don't live with this person, it's like you are going from one home that you own. Okay, it's like owning a company or owning your own company, but it's also like going from one home and leaving towards another. So you also do have like fire sign energy, but getting the limelight at work as well. It's like the centre of attention. So you might be asked to do something of more, where you're taking on more of a leadership role. This is a leadership role here. Leadership. So, wow. So you've got the Page of Coins and you've got the Page of Cups. So it is something to do with children, a lot of you. If it's not, there's a lot of messages that are going back and forward and back and forward. This is someone in this photograph that wants a handout. It's like, I don't know if I've got enough. It's like, well, I'll help you. So there's a helping support financially as well. But it might be like someone's giving you like a loan. Some of you might be seeking a loan. Or these are new people that you're going to meet or that you have met, and these would just be messages also. But it's very difficult just to say what that is, really. They're just kind of like messages is what I'm picking up. But I do feel for some of you it is about going from one to another, and this would be someone that's looking after you also with rent. There's something to do with rent as well. Rent, that is job-wise, job description. I'm hearing job description. My job description is serving. Because this is serving someone. Someone's being served. So you've been served, Mrs. Humphreys. You've been served, right? It's checkout counter. Someone's checking you out. So you've been served. So you might be a server or been served. Papers is what I'm hearing. Like papers, been served papers, documentation, papers. But this is going forward. The relationship factor is really good because some of you want to be a mother, or you are a mother, or you're just concentrating at work and it's a 9 to 5. But the relationship factor seems to be in good standing because you're feeling optimistic and passionate about it. But there's some kind of like rent that needs to be paid by something that's overdue. Is like a due. Something's due. So it might be a child that's due. You might have a child or be pregnant that you're like, it's due. It's due. I keep picking up it's due. It's you. It's you. It's you. Let's see. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Continue on this story, please, for Aquarius from the 1st until the 15th of November. Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from the 1st until the 15th of November. Please continue on this timeline of this story. The important messages that you want Aquarius to hear for the love life. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Show me Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Continue on this story, please, for Aquarius. Sorry, these cards are like way too big. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Spirit, please give me one more card, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, to continue on this story. Okay, so you got the Four of Cups. So this is like someone that's like interested and then not interested. It's like the Four of Cups. It's like this can be missing someone whilst you're not with them. So if it is, it's kind of like a yearning and a missing. It's like trying to offer someone something. There could be some kind of attention that's drawn for alcohol as well. It can be because this person's really trying to offer someone a drink here in this. but they're concentrated on not accepting an offer here. So there's someone that doesn't want an opportunity, an offer in something. So so it might mean that someone's leaving and you're in discussions with like missing somebody. If you're contracted, well, I'm not going to start going down the other people's road, but there's like a long and winding road is what I'm feeling. So it's more of a yearning kind of feeling. So you've got the Five of Wands, the fight. There's a fight between something that's a looming, something's a looming. So it might be where workload is completely. I'm picking this up as a fight between fire signs like Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, and there's something that's going on that could be to do with you, or it's an external something that your partner's going through here, to do with trying to find your place to be. It's like place. I need to find my place. I don't know where I'm going. Like left, there's like I'm not sure where I'm going. There's like a feeling of nostalgia, of reflection that's going on also through retrograde. But it's like, if you're offering to a soulmate that you're offering to, then there's a lot of conflict between that. A lot of conflict. But this might be between people that you know, Five of Wands. It's like there are people involved. So there are soul groups of people that are changing. That like life's changing, like with or without you. This is like with or without you. So it's kind of like, well, I'm just going to carry on regardless, with or without you. So you could be like, well, I've got to carry on with or without you. It's kind of like, what's your decision? There's a decision that needs to be made about wither or without you. Withering heights. I can't remember how the lyrics go to that song, but there's something that's a looming of a conversation that's needed because of this Page of Wands, which is to do with daring. Someone's daring someone, or there is conflict that goes on in someone's mind, and it goes around and around and around in someone's mind where they don't know like whether to stay or whether to go. Should I stay or should I go? What do I do in this situation? So you've got the Eight of Coins, and you've got Sagittarius energy here. Sagittarius. So this could be a fight that you could have with Sagittarius energy, because these are brown cards, so it's either Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, but I do pick the Queen of Wands up as Sagittarius, and you do have Temperance here. So this is trying to find like an equilibrium of balance between mixing and blending, also drinks, also mixing and blending drinks. Okay, so there might be something, because I'm just picking it up through these cards, that there are drinks in this card. So it's like trying to take a healthy option, but someone's trying to make an option, make a decision, but someone's not listening. It's kind of like, well, we need to talk about it, and it's kind of like, well, are you going to open up and say something first, or are you going to open up and say something first? It's like, I need to know, and it's kind of like, well, I don't know yet. So it's like a don't know yet. It's like, if you're having conflict and it is with a fire sign and it is a Sagittarius, then it's conflict over movement of a discussion that needs to be had, because five will be either work or it'll be where you reside at home. So it's like five is working on and building between relationship factors of soul groups. So you do have where there's a discussion here that needs to be said and done. It's either said or done, but because it's like, to me, these are external things that are going on where someone's not opening up. It's like you need to, I think that there is some kind of like alcohol, I keep picking up like alcohol around somebody here, that someone's trying not to be tempted. This is like someone's tempted, but they're trying not to be tempted. It's like, no, I can't accept this offer, I can't do it. And it's kind of like, well, why don't you? It's kind of like, go on, try it. And it's like there's some kind of temptation because of temperance. It's like temptation. It's like temptation. I need to make this offer to someone, but they're not interested, you know? So it's causing conflict, which could be an external factor from you, because it might be that your love life's going okay and your work life's going okay, but there's definitely a dynamic between fire signs, right? 100% fire signs. And I think that that's this dynamic that's happening. Now, you're either a part of that, and you're with your partner and you're a part of that, and this is like a discussion that's going on between you, your partner, and someone else. Okay, because there's 3 people. There's 3. There's more. It's like there's more. Yeah, there's something more that someone wants to know, but they're not asking. It's like I daren't ask. It's like I dare you here. It's like I dare you. It might not be a serious argument, but it's like a feeling of like I dare you to. If it is to do with alcohol, then there's someone that's kind of like no. So someone's going through like well, was it Sober October, and now it's November, right? I don't know if you guys do Sober October, but now November. So there was some period of like health that was kind of implemented in someone's life, and they realised that in order to make this relationship what it is, there needs to be some kind of healthy dynamic. So health was very important to someone, their health and their general well-being of something, but it causes someone a lot of conflict that is struggling with it. So I'm not sure who that is, to do with like cocktails of, now that can be cocktails of medicine, because this is like a medicine man of a healer, right? Is what I'm picking up through here, because it's healing properties. So I'm picking up property value and also properties. So properties of medicine that might not be drinking alcohol, but it might be like temperance can be like a different cocktail of medicine or drink. Okay, so it might be like a cocktail. So financially as well, what I'm picking up is that this is to do with finances as well for a lot of you. Finances that might be, you might have altercation of like rent and bills that need to be paid here, but it might be that someone in your energy you might be having an argument with over like rent that's due. That's probably why I picked up that's due. Okay, so it might mean for some of you that a pregnancy is happening and that's due, and you don't know how to tell the person. For some of you it's like rent that's due, and it might be an altercation of someone that you need to have a discussion with, and it could be a Sagittarius energy. Okay, but some of you it might be your children, and that's kind of reflecting through there. If not, these are all discussions that are needed to be had, that in order to release and purge it out, because there needs to be a discussion. Because the 8 of coins is where like you're continuing to work and build and create and pay bills and try to focus more. This is like all to do with focus. Focusing your attention on at work and things that are going to be more healthy in your life. But it's like working 9 to 5, working 9 to 5, 9 to 5. I keep hearing 5, like 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. So there's a blend, like there's a blend, but there's a match, but there's a mismatch energy. So it is to do with Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, but there's a match and there's a mismatch. So there's someone else in your energy. So that's either because it's Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, or someone is attached to something that they're going through of detoxing from something. So someone's trying to get like better, like well again. So it might not be a bad energy, it might just be a recovery, because this is recovery. Someone's recovering from something. Okay, now it can either be something traumatic, or they're just in recovery, kind of like, I don't know why I keep picking up recovery. Discovering what feelings are really about, and who matters most in life. Like, where is it that I belong in life? Who matters most to me in life? Like, this would be focusing, still focused on work, but there is someone that might be around your energy that does focus on negativity than positivity. It's a bit like when you focus on positivity and things that you want to do and where you want to be in life, there's something going on where someone might cause conflict, because it's kind of like the old way. It's like, this is the new way and the old way, okay? Temperance energy. And it's a bit like, and Sagittarius, it's a bit like the new way and the old way. So it's conditioning. It's like someone might be around your field of like they believe in the old way, meaning that they just believe in what they believe in, and you believe in a different way, and there's a forming of a partners, like partners in crime. That's what I'm hearing. Partners in crime. So I don't know how that energy's fluctuating through this reading, but it's like we're partners in crime. Yeah, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Wands. You've got 2 8s. Could be Leo. Leo, 2 8s. Okay, which is strength. So, this is the 8 of Blades. So this is needing to escape. Someone gets annoyed also around either a family member or like it's a mother. Doesn't have to be a very young child. It can be if you've got young children, it is. But this is more to do with like, I need to escape this confined space. Someone could have issues around a confined space of a home. Like it might be a small home, I'm picking it up, and there's a confined space that someone might have anxiety over. And it's a bit like someone's climbing the walls because there needs to be separation between these two people here. So it's like, I need a break from being a mum, or I need a break from my mum, or I need a break from my child. Or they have broke away and someone has moved, and it might be a child for some of you, and you're concerned about your child because they're having to like learn to live, like learn to fend for themselves. It doesn't have to be a very young child. It just can mean like this is your older daughter or son or something, okay? But it's a bit like sons and daughters. So there's some kind of conflict between like a grandmother maybe as well, like a matriarch grandmother, or I'm becoming a grandmother. Oh, some of you, your children might, like if you've got children, you might be a grandmother. And yeah, I'm picking it up for some of you, that this is something that they're going through, and you might be a grandmother because your daughter has probably just given birth to a baby, and this is like babysitting. This is like babysitting somebody as well for some of you. If your kids have had kids, it's like babysitting. It's like trying to babysit someone as well. Because I'm sorry, but that's what I'm kind of like feeling through these cards. It's like trying to babysit someone. So it might be babysitting, literally just babysitting. But you've got like the 8 of Wands. So this is communication that's going to come in about something that's going to be sold. Okay, so that might be product value and product selling and buying, but this might be a house that's going up for sale, and it's causing some conflict because you don't know how to tell the person, or they don't know how to tell you, because they're kind of like worrying and fearing about how they're going to tell you that I need to get out of this, I need to get out. Like you might need to, some of you it's conflict that you're going over because someone needs to get out, and that is like a major row. But if it isn't, it's just a discussion that needs to be had because someone needs to like move, because this is sold. This is like property values being sold, but someone's selling out as well, selling out a product. But like it's also a big decision that's coming up about a move and a financial sell of a house, because that's why I picked up selling out. So it's either your kids that are moved or you're selling up your property in order to move, but there's a discussion that needs to be had with two people here because it's causing conflict about homes and about where to go and where do I actually belong in life and where am I at. And there's a conversation that needs to be had between 2 people or 3 people or family members in general about this discussion about this move, because this is also the King of Blades, which is a lot to do with education and children's education and saving up for your education or their education. But this is like a court decision that could be looming. So this could be the solicitors that someone's going to go and see, or the doctors. There's also a doctor's appointment through this card. It's like a doctor's appointment. So if there's like some kind of concern about health, someone's worried about that, and that they don't know what cocktail to take for medicine, because the doctors are, it's kind of like going through a book of MIMS, like encyclopedia of medicine, trying to find out what is the right blend for if there is like an illness in the family. If not, this could be like pregnancy test type sort of thing, pregnancy test, and this would be the doctors of a pregnancy test. And this is all to do with like children and a pregnancy test. So there's some kind of like fear about a pregnancy test as well. So you've got that. So some of that is like doctors and solicitors that are involved as well for some people about the selling of a house and moving on to another house. For some of you, this is the doctors, and it is to do with someone's general health of themselves. So it could be you, or it could be your partner. There is some people, it is alcohol or it's tablets. Okay, that's coming up, that someone's finds it very difficult to kind of like obviously find a blend and a mixture of how to fit in with people because of this thing. So, but for a lot of you, this is to do with like buying and selling products, product value of being sold out. It's like something's being sold. But I'm picking that up a big to do with like the house, because this is like an auction, like an auction house. This is someone that's going to auction off something. So you're probably auctioning off a house for some of you. Auctioning, like, or going to auctions and buying and selling product values of things of like that are old and then making them new or something. Or this is the court for a lot of you, to do with a house, financial house. So this could be like a mortgage broker for some of you, like mortgage or mortgage. So you might be looking into a mortgage of a house move, a mortgage. I keep picking up mortgage. Morgan Freeman. What? How are you watching, Morgan? Thank you. But Morgan. Someone might know someone called Morgan, right? Morgana. Hannah. Yeah, Hannah. And the hammer, like, I keep picking up like the hammer. Here comes the hammer, right? Here comes the hammer. Something's going to be sold, and here comes the hammer. It's like here comes the hammer. Here comes the news. Finally, you get the news, or this person tells you that they've sold something, or this could be someone that you know that has sold a house and it's going up for auction. Because this is like where it's going to be sold, and you're going to put it on the market value. You're going to put it on the market, and it's going to be like it's probably not sold, but it's going to be up for sale. It's like for sale. Something's a for sale sign. For sale. Keep picking up a for sale sign. Foreclosure. A for sale sign. This is public. It's going to go publicly. Or someone's going to go publicly. This is also higher education, or saving up for your children as well. So for some of you, I'm hearing like a selling of a house in order to support your children. Or your children are going or have left, and they're going to higher education, and they're studying something to probably do with law. It's a bit like a law-abiding citizen, and it's like citizens' advice. It's like, I need some advice from what I'm going to do about this house. Some advice. Or you could be an advisor that works for a mortgage company or a mortgage broker or something. Mortgage broker? I keep picking up mortgage. The mortgage. So you might be looking into actually buying a house with your partner for some of you. So we're going to go over to the other side so I can clarify everything to see what that is, what this is really about, what's illuming, because there's some kind of news that's illuming that's going to be said here. This is a discussion that's going to happen or needs to happen between two people to resolve this Five of Wands, because it can either be a major conflict or minor. Meaning, like, the more you think about it and you're not doing anything about it, the more major it gets in someone's head. So it can end up being like a major argument the more you stew on it, because there's a stewing energy of like, well, I haven't said anything yet, but I don't really know, and I'm stewing on it, and if I don't soon say something, it's going to end up being a major card. You see, these are major and minors. It can be a minor conflict that can be resolved by a small discussion, But if that discussion doesn't happen, and the longer it gets, these fives end up being like a major, you know, it's either major or minor, you know. Picking up like major, minor, piano player as well, piano or something. But there is some kind of discussion that's going to happen, right? Very much so. And some of it could go like a court decision for some of you, or it's like going to go to the doctors in their hands and leaving it in the hands of someone that can make the right decision, because probably someone can't, and they need like another opinion. This is like seeking an opinion from somebody. So someone needs like a second opinion, like an annulment of a second opinion or something, like a doctor's appointment, but a second opinion. Like you're going to go to the doctors maybe, but you might be told something and you're like, no, I need to seek like a second opinion from someone else. So you might have to go from one doctor's to another doctor's, or solicitor or lawyer. That's very much coming up through this reading. Okay, Aquarius, so we're going to clarify everything here. You can find the link. I'm soon going to open up Vimeo again soon, but I'm going to do that. If you want this on Vimeo, just let me know and I'll upload it to Vimeo, okay? But I'm going to open that up soon and just do some how do they think, feel about you, and all that kind of stuff, and that'll be done after these. But you can find this over on Patreon at the moment. Through Patreon, you get all of your readings, so you get like 3 or 4 readings over on Patreon, obviously, but you get like different readings I'll do that will relate to Aquarius. But you'll also have your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and Jupiter. They're very important for you to, if you want to know different information, you just connect the dots by watching those to see what's happening. That's why it's just more of a benefit of like it being like Patreon, okay? But if you want a personal reading, please make sure that you follow the link below and reach out to me on an email, and I can sort you out a personal reading and focus on your energy more. Okay, but this will be over on Patreon, guys. Thanks so much for your support. We'll clarify these and see what's going to happen for the rest of this. Please make sure that you check out the discussion page. If you want to leave a recommended reader too, someone for me to give a shout out, please make sure you do that on the discussion page. And then also go to their channel and said that I said hi. We'll try to get thumbs up, likes, comments and shares, all that. I really do need your help, so I'm not afraid to say that I do need help with this channel, and it's all down to you to kind of help me too. If you have anything that you worry about the channel and you want to see it change or transform in some way, let me know. I do accept criticism, so please let me know what you want to see with the channel if it's not quite fitting in with people, and change the way that I read, okay? So thanks very much, Aquarius. Hope you have a good couple of weeks, and we'll see what's going to happen. All right, guys, thanks very much. I'll see you on Patreon, hopefully. See you soon, guys.